when you do something professionally, something that you love, and I've been fortunate and grateful enough to be able to do that for so long that after a while, you don't really ever realize either you're tired, you're burnt out, or you're just like, I need a break from this.
Because he does dance full time.
The ups and downs of just like the roller coaster.
What do you think, Eshani, about social media?
I like it.
She's like, I have millions of followers.
You're like, I hate it.
I love it. No.
Stop following me.
I'm never going to be the best comedian. I'm never going to be the best host, best dancer, best content creator, but I can still be great and I can still be good and I can still exist and matter, and that's still pulling me through.
When I travel and teach, like half the people in my classes sometimes are dentists or doctors or med students, and like you realize that you can impact people in that way that you may not have like a local touch. It's like really cool.
It's become like a dancing podcast.
It has. I was like, you brought on some great dancers.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the ConvoSutra. I'm your host, Tarun, Shetty. We got a fantastic show lined up for you, and we have a returning panelist, Priya, who's going to introduce our other guests here today on the show.
Hi guys, welcome to the pod. This week we have two incredibly talented dancers, professionally trained, internationally recognized, host dance classes all over the country and the world, have hundreds and thousands of fans and followers, but all in all are some of the most humble, down-to-earth, genuine people I've ever met. Let's give a warm welcome to my friends, Rohit, Gijare, and Eshani Patel.
Hey, thanks for having us. What an intro.
Yeah,
Thank you.
wow.
Thank you. I practiced that in the car.
Yeah,
Thank you.
wow.
How many energy drinks did you chug before this?
Just one. I mean, this is,
I feel like Priya never needs an energy drink.
I don't.
She is the energy drink.
I am. Yeah, it's natural, you know?
It's great.
Being around great people brings it out of me.
Stop it.
Welcome. You know, the backstory is Priya. I've been trying to get you back on the podcast for a minute.
Yes.
And I think I reached out to you and she was like, oh, you know, Rohit and Eshani would be great together. And I was like, sure, let's do it. This has become like a dancing podcast.
It has. I was like, you brought on some great dancers.
Yeah, we've had like Bushra on, Shivani. We've had some legit dancers.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are all accomplished. How do you guys all know each other?
Wow. Priya and I know each other from way back.
Way back
from
in
like
Jersey. Because we're both born
he's
and
from
raised
Jersey.
in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've known each other since what?
Like
high school?
High school,
college?
like,
yeah, something like that.
And then we
right?
became close, like I think after college.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. I actually started a podcast during the pandemic, just like this as the first thing I wanted to start to like just try out my voice and this and that. And I was bringing on like South Asian creators and artists, and so we ran into each other at Oktoberfest in Belgium in like 2019. We were in this huge beer garden. Everyone's like drinking this, and I was like, Rohit, I'm starting my own podcast. Do you want to be a guest? Can you please be a guest? And he was like, of course. And it was like clink.
Do you have a podcast?
So I started one like during the pandemic,
Okay.
like back in 2020, and then I was just doing everything, like the editing, the writing, the hosting, all that,
Yeah.
and so it got overwhelming. And then I took on another finance job, and so I quit. It's funny. There's a statistic there. It's like usually when people start podcasts, they go like 8-9 episodes, and then it stops. And I'm like, I am that statistic because I think I went like 9 episodes, and I'm like, all right, I did it. It's too much now. I have to like. But it was just cool to like test my voice out. But he was a great guest. We had a great conversation.
Yeah.
I think I manifested this moment. You know, now we're here.
What a blur.
Yeah.
Like, Oktoberfest was a blur.
Yes.
And then that podcast now, because it was like 5 years ago, felt like it was like another lifetime.
And
Wild.
you've been killing it, honestly. You've just been destroying, like doing all the things. I'm so proud
Thank
of
you. I appreciate that. It's been slowly destroying me as well. But
What's destroying you?
when you do something professionally, something that you love, and I've been fortunate and grateful enough to be able to do that for so long that after a while, you don't really ever realize either you're tired, you're burnt out, or you're just like, I need a break from this, but you can't.
Because he does dance full time.
Yeah. So I've been, the ups and downs of just like the roller coaster of being a full-time artist.
Yeah.
And just like sometimes you're like, yeah, I love this. I'm getting to do so much cool work. And then like the next 2 months, you're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Oh, that's my every day.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It's just like, it's all like, every day, then expands to every month, expands to every living moment. So
Yeah.
And he started his own dance company back in the day.
back in the day. And that also lasted till COVID. So that's like 5 years.
Still great though.
It was great. And then, I think COVID was the time I was like, I was like the only one doing it full time. And it just became a lot because I was just doing it all mostly, right? And then trying to get people to come to rehearsals. So then just pivoted. So yeah. We don't need to go to the whole history of it, but
No, let's go through every single detail.
we don't need to do all of that.
Let's go to the alcoholism and let's
Well,
walk all the way
not
through.
What makes him unique is he's one of the first Kathak male dancers that I met that I hadn't seen, because usually a lot of guys do fusion and bhangra.
He's the first Kathak male dancer.
No. Let's not cut that up that way. It's the one that she
greatest
met.
of all time. Yes, the one that
That
the first
Priya
one I
met.
met. Yes, that's very true.
We cannot start this controversy.
Yeah, no, it's out
You're
there.
gonna dance in India and be like, what's
What
going
are you
on?
talking about?
I've been doing this for years. Yeah, one of the first ones that I've met. Yes.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, I started doing that because my parents put me in, got the classes because they were the ones who were very supportive of this career. Ironically, they asked me at like age 11. He's like, hey, you like to dance? You want to keep doing this? And I was like, yeah, mom and dad.
Which is so cool, because I feel
Which is
like
very
parents
cool.
would be like, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but what do you know at 11?
Yeah, but it's like cool. Your parents were like, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah. It's very
Let's
good
do
foresight
this.
of them. Yeah. So they kind of just threw me into it. And that's why they put me into Kathak and stuff, because they're like, it's good to have that kind of foundational training.
Yeah.
And it is paying dividends now. So I guess your parents are right, if we must agree to that.
Your parents are always right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch all your content, most of it, and it's really, you can tell both of you are very trained in, your arts, like the foundational stuff and, the different styles of it, which is really cool, like the shuffling. Like I've learned a lot the past couple months by
Have you
dancing.
tried any of the moves?
Yeah, before this, I was taking your tutorial online.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You want to show us?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought he was being serious.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
We
We got to collab. we I was like, Eshani, let's do a dance collab, and we like met up. We learned it, and then I got really nervous because I'm like, man, I'm not good enough yet to be on camera with Eshani, so I'm just gonna keep practicing for months on this 15-second, really easy routine. But it has like shuffling and this and that, and then we still haven't filmed yet, but we will.
Maybe after this
I'll
today.
let you know when I'm
Right outside.
Right
I'll
outside.
film you
I'm gonna have
guys.
to remember the routine by then. I don't even remember the song.
I don't remember it either, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video of you guys dancing together, the collab you guys did together.
They do so many cool
yeah.
collabs.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah, I was about to say
did it.
which one.
I also love the grocery store one.
Oh, that
you
was
guys did?
on such a whim.
That was fun.
It was so funny.
Well, it's basically,
Yeah.
we were rehearsing for something else, and then Ishani's like, let's do this. And I was like, I'm not wearing clothes that look nice enough for this. She's like, no, it's cool. We're just going to do it.
Yeah.
And then she took us to what, Ralph's?
Vons.
Bonds. It was Bonds. Because I recognized that grocery store. I was like,
So
oh, that's
people in the
Bonds.
comments recognized it was Vons. I'm like, wow, you really got to know your grocery stores
Yeah.
to recognize this was Vons. But
Yeah.
Eshani, you're a dentist too? Are you still
Yes.
practicing dentist, or do you just chuck that?
No, I do one day a week.
Okay. One day a week.
No, so I didn't. So I grew up dancing, but I never was gonna do it I never thought of it as a career.
Yeah.
So very differently in that sense. I grew up doing Bharatanatyam though, and then in college I did Bollywood fusion dance teams for like 4 years. It was just always a part of my life, but I never had to like try to make it a part of my life. And then in dental school was the first time it wasn't part of my life. Naturally, like I had to like go out of the way to do it, and I didn't do that for like a year or so, and then I just realized I needed it because it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit my last year of dental school, and I actually moved here for residency, so that I just didn't know anyone, and then I just went on TikTok, and then started
blew up.
dancing.
Where did you do your residency at?
So I did my residency at the Loma Linda VA Hospital.
Okay.
So it's like inland.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you only work one day a week?
Well, now, but
Okay.
so then I started off. So I did residency full time. So when I first started on social media, like I was doing.
I'll do
like,
residency only one day a week, though.
No. So I did full for residency,
Okay.
and then I started working 3 days a week once I got once I finished. It was only a 1 year residency. I just did like a general, but yeah, basically I started with 3 days a week, and then I just never did more than that, and I just dance just filled the rest of the days. So I got to see like how much I can do if I like put more time with dance. And then as I got more opportunities with dance, I just gradually started reducing. So I was I did 3 days a week for like 2 years, and then I reduced to 2 days a week. And then now I do 1 day a week, and then I'll take off for like months if I'm like have gigs or things like that.
That's terrific.
So yeah, I'm very much doing dance full time.
Yeah.
And then the dentistry, I just do to like maintain the skill. I kind of like being in that world too a little bit. It takes you, it like
Yeah.
kind of humbles you. You see patients that are just, I don't know, you just think so much things are important in life, and then you go and you're like, all this stuff is not that important. Like, people are suffering, and like, I don't know. It's just like you interact with a different pool of people than I do, like in the dance entertainment world. Not that any of this is not important. Everything's important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even like the waking, still, I like don't know what I'm like, why am I dancing instead of doing my career, my dental stuff?
But you like it though, right?
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
And her growth has been insane. She was also on NBC's TV show Dancing with Myself and won first place, hosted by Shakira and Liza Koshy, who like personally complimented her on the show. It was crazy. And it was so funny because I remember watching the show, and there's like a bunch of dancers all competing in every episode. I think you have to like do different styles. Well,
there was a winner for each episode.
So. Oh, there was a winner for each episode, but you won the whole thing though.
No, there was. I didn't have to compete for the whole thing, so they didn't do it like that way. But got it. There was like 15 dancers per each. I forget how many dancers, but like you. So you don't show up in the other episodes.
Got it. Well, it's funny. I ran into it in a dance class, and I was like, "Did you win?" And you couldn't say anything. You're like, "You just have to watch the episode." And I was like, "I know you won. I know you did."
And Rohit was on a dance show too, right, in India?
Yeah, wow, that was like another lifetime ago.
Okay.
But it's Dancing to Dance.
Oh yeah, Dancing
to Dance. I know. It's ironic because it's like the North America version, but they took us to India for the first time. Like, they had done that before, but they had done it in the States. So this time around, they said we're going to do it in India. So I was like, that's cool. Let's go. And so we went, and it was only like usually Dancing to Dance, like the actual competition goes on for months, right?
Yeah.
This was like maybe like a 2-3 week stretch tops of just like 20 of us, and then they cut it down to 10, and then so it was a fun experience.
What's the difference between dancing for TV versus dancing on your own?
Oh, I guess like from my personal experience with like, I think reality TV dance specifically, it's very, very different because I think you really have to look at like when and they also give you like a team of people or choreographers to help you put the routine together who work in that space, especially in India. And so it's all about like what is good for TV, I guess. And a lot of these reality TV shows, if you watch it, especially nowadays, they're just doing some crazy stunts or like flipping around and landing on their knees every chance they get. And I'm like, ow, first of all. I didn't do that during then, which is great. But it's very, very, very performative, where it has to feel like it's very extremes, right?
It's hard to compare. Like, it's like when you're on a dance show. Also, mine was very different than that experience. And mine was also based off of audience voting. So it was like more what they made you feel, more than like technique or things like that while judging. So like the judges were there, but they helped guide. But it was not based off of like technique. It was like entertainment. And so again, performative. But it's also just hard to compare styles because like someone can be an incredible like ballet dancer versus a popper versus like a Bhangra dancer versus like a Kathak or Bharatanatyam dancer. And then when you're on a dance show, you're not like in categories for those things, but you're just, like judged against each other when it can be so different.
Sure.
And I think I've said this to you before, like, I don't think there's like a best. It's really hard to like categorize best in like dance for me. It's like music or like any art thing. It's like you resonate with different people. And just because one person resonates with you or like you are drawn to watching them, it can be because they're telling a similar story or have like a similar energy or vibe that like you really resonate with, or you like that style, and then you may not like it for someone else. So I think like dance shows just like put that like shift dance into a way that like you're trying to like label best like a score. And it's just like, while like on social media, you just are yourself. And then people who are drawn to your energy are watching. It's like, you're gathering that attention and those viewers.
Sure. Well, question for the group. I mean, you guys think you have to have social media to be successful as an artist? Could you have done this 10 years ago or 15 years ago?
Using social media as a tool to grow is definitely necessary nowadays. I think that now, I mean, I've started to post more just because it's your portfolio. If you now want to pitch yourself more, right? So like now I'm looking at comedy festivals and bigger opportunities where like opening for other comedians and stuff, where if Instagram is my personal portfolio, then now I've learned that like, posting, people want to see what you're doing. And if that's their only outlet, then I do think, I personally don't like the process of posting and this and that. Like, I don't like social media, but I'm like, you need to use it in order to grow your audience. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like a necessity more so at this point. At least that's just the way I've kind of looked at it. It's like, early on, before even like Instagram, Facebook became a big thing. Oh, Facebook, Jesus God, Instagram or TikTok, Don't age myself.
You're
real
like
quick.
you're like on MySpace.
MySpace also.
MySpace top 8.
Top 8 was it? Love that. But yeah, so before like TikTok, Instagram, they became like the platforms that everyone kind of just like essentially looks at, judges you on your work, and like oh, this could be a fit for this project. That became your resume. I used to use YouTube a lot to just like early on in my career, like I wasn't getting enough work. So I was like, let me just make the work, right? And then kind of just like helped me propel some other stuff that way. So in that sense, I do think it's necessary because it reaches a much bigger audience. I do think it's a little bit harder nowadays because there's just so much of it in your face that it's like hard to tell who's doing it for like their professional career, who's doing it just for like to be only in the social media space as a creator.
Yeah.
Those lines are being blurred, and it's a little bit hard to navigate because so much of it depends on, follower count, engagement, and you might be making the best work. And I know so many dancers who are like phenomenal, but may not necessarily have the social media presence because they're also working in space within the actual like industry on a regular basis. So it's such an interesting space because I think everyone needs it, but it's like, how much are you willing to give yourself, or like how much do you give up a little bit of your soul because you're like, oh, I can't do more than like 20 seconds because no one's going to watch it. At least it's my internal struggle. I'm like, dude, I just want to do so much more.
Yeah.
But I know no one's going to watch it. So I'm going to spend all this money. But why am I going to spend all the money?
Yeah.
It's like that constant circle of like, do you do it? Do you not do it? And you just try to figure it out of like what makes you feel good at the end of it.
Sure. It's kind of cool as an outsider. Like you have like niches within niches. Like I watch your husband and wife dance series, on YouTube.
His wife's an amazing dancer.
And it's almost like a niche within the niche. So it's kind of cool to see that. What do you think, Eshani, about social media?
I like it.
I have millions of followers.
You're like, I hate it.
I love it.
No. There's
Stop following me.
She has fan
Leave me alone.
pages. There's like
She does
people
have her
who
fan pages. It's
create
great.
like videos of
They say
like
happy birthday to my friends
Dude,
before I do. It's kind of ridiculous. But
the one time I made it on her fan page, I was like, I've made it. I'm now Shani's friend because I've made it.
no, but but like there's definitely cons to it as well. And my relationship with social media obviously changes over time as well. I think social media is a great place for people who may not feel connected to a certain thing or not be surrounded. Like we're in LA, we're surrounded by a lot of the people. But like when I was like in dental school in like Boston or like even in like I would not be able to connect or like be drawn back into this world if it wasn't for social media. And I only got drawn, I got drawn back into dance from like dental school because he came to Boston to teach. B-Funk came to, like I didn't know him. Like we didn't know each other first. I just like attended his class. Like, so I was really one of those people that like you guys don't realize when you post on social media, but the impact it has for people who may not have enough like immediate contact, it does draw out something and it helps. And then when I was able to grow on social media for that, and then when I travel and teach, like half the people in my class sometimes are dentists or doctors or med students. And like, you realize that you can impact people in that way that you may not have like a local touch. It's like really cool. And then also it's given me the opportunity to switch career paths. Cause like, I don't think I would have been like, you have to be really brave to like move to LA, like drop your career if you have it to pursue something creatively. But because of social media, I was able to like slowly get into that and explore that and then decide if it was something I want to do and then decide like, okay, do I want it more than social media? Do I want it more like teaching classes? Do I want to take on industry opportunities? So I feel like in that sense, it's helped a lot. The annoying part is like, I got lucky for sure. Like you can't just be like, okay, now you just like, but like I got lucky in the timing I started posting in the things that were like kind of unique in that sense, so that it did draw attention even when it wasn't good when I was posting initially. So I think it's really hard for people to do that. And like even when I post something and I work hard, like my things that are my favorite honestly don't get that many views. It's like the things that are like what people want to share or like practice on their own is what gets views. So you have to kind of do like both. You mix it in. Like I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this content for like the people and for my engagement.
For myself,
and then the rest is like for myself. But I've learned, and then I do get burnt out, and I did get burnt out, but then I've learned, okay, well, you have to find a balance. So I'm like, if I post like 2 or 3 a month that are more for the engagement for the people like to grow, and then the rest of it's myself, like I'm happy doing that, but social media has given me so much that I can't like, it's just like work. Like I like any job, you don't like every single part of it. And I view that portion of like the analytics and the engagement stuff as that, but like I wouldn't be able to do what I did without social media. So I really can't hate on it too much, but people use it for different reasons. So it's not like I agree how everyone uses it too, or like even the response, like people commenting on what, like I get hate like you know what I mean? There's definitely different sides. And I think I was older joining social media. I feel like if I was younger and like my whole like response based off what people saw like really shaped me, then I think it would be different. But like I wasn't even on social media when I was younger. Like even in college, I didn't have social media. Like I just never had Instagram. I only got it for dance stuff. And
but
like,
I will say for people who like want to grow, like don't let like follower count, you know, impact your self-worth, because even for someone like me, I'm not like, I don't have that many followers, but I have really high engagement. So it's like the people that are watching are supporting, they're engaging. And for me, that just keeps me going, where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep, I've built a community now. I have an audience, and I'm just going to keep building from there and keep fine tuning my skills to keep going, so that, of course I'm going to grow eventually. But like right now, I'm not letting that get to me of like, I would maybe get more opportunities if I had more followers, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? I'm still working on myself, and that's okay with me. Like,
but even like, I feel like you're big. I feel like you're killing. I feel like everyone knows who you are.
Exactly. Like in LA, but I'm like now, like if I want to pitch myself to like other cities or whatever, and I'm trying to like do a show in Atlanta and all of this stuff, where it's like, they look at all the statistics and stuff, and I'm like, that's fine, but also like I'm not gonna let that like pull me down, because even for me, like my mindset is, when you're doing something, you don't have to be the best at whatever you're doing. I'm never gonna be the best comedian. I'm never gonna be the best host, best dancer, best content creator, but I can still be great, and I can still be good, and I can still exist and matter, and that's still pulling me through.
Even this podcast, I mean, we don't have crazy followers. Our Instagram does really well, but a lot of people have found us like distribution networks because we make a good product. And I've always told people who are on this podcast, let's focus on the actual entity of it and make it as good as we can. And that's why we get good talent on here, because people can appreciate that. I was watching your locking stuff, and you were like, pop and locking for the first time. It's like a style of dance.
Yeah, just I'm not good at it yet.
No, but you're trying different things. You know, you're trying to like learn like a different language.
And people respect that.
Yeah, which I think really resonates. And you actually mentioned something which I was curious about. Like when you go out and you teach, it's so engaging. Do you see an influx of more South Asians at your classes who want to? Are you guys inspiring people to take chances and step outside their box?
Yeah, I think you know, also to like kind of say, like piggyback of what they both have been saying a little bit. It is the beauty of social media. Still, like I don't want to make it seem like it's all negative. The beauty of it is that I have had the personal opportunity of being able to go to so many different places, not just in the States, but around the world at this point.
Like where?
Which is just like,
where have you gone?
I mean, I just did an India tour about like 4 or 5 months ago. Right now, of course, that's like going back home. I was born there, but still a very different market of people. They consume dance very differently. And to be able to go to like 4 or 5 cities and have 2 classes in each city and like have like, you know,
Packed.
London too, you did recently.
I go to London quite often, and they always come up and show out. And there's just so many places. Like last year, I was invited to this festival in France. So all these things, I'm like, I have to kind of take a moment and sit back and be like, wait, but you are doing things that is impacting people that are willing to come and share the space with you. And I think those are the moments I'm like, oh, this is all worth it. Because the true engagement is when you see people in the room with you, whether they're coming to your show, coming to your class, or coming to watch you and support you in any different way. At the end of the day, the follower count isn't what's important. It's the amount of people that show up to come and share that space with you. And the impact that I think we can have in positive ways is not ever overlooked, right? Maybe like on the day-to-day, we just like go through the grind of it, and we're like, oh, I'm just so tired of like social media. But when you see it in live action of like people coming to classes, and people are encouraged to come to classes because they're like, oh, I see all these people going, so I'm just gonna go. And then they just experience something on their own, even if they're not dancers per se. I've had people come like, this is my first dance class ever. I'm like, whoa, I'm honored that you came. That's a lot, but that's great that you stepped out of your comfort zone. Because I think you've heard from somebody that we've cultivated a space that people feel safe to do that, and that's in itself is a win. But to be able to like get people to come watch you or come dance with you, That's incredible.
I'm the opposite. Sometimes I've got like these old school fans from back in the day, and they show up at the shows, and I want nothing to do with them. I'm like, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Let me just do my showing and go back to my hotel. But like, they want to like talk for like 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, I can't deal with this. Hey, sorry to interrupt, guys. If you like the show, please consider joining our Patreon. Support us so we can make more great content for you. Thanks. What's your favorite thing about teaching?
Yeah. I mean, I love seeing the people like that. That is where it like feels like it's all worth it, because people on social media, like getting a like, it doesn't really feel like personal. And like, again, half the time you're just like in your room or like to go out to film something. Like, why am I like getting ready and putting makeup on at like 3 p.m. to go film something out here and look like in like, I don't know, it feels very weird. But then you see the impact of that, like when you go to classes and stuff, and then you're just like, wow, it like actually impacts people. I think it's also like the friends I've made through the creating, like, I mean, when we were talking about how we all met, like I met all my friends through social media since I moved to LA. Like I met you guys through the dance world. I met you
at Aman's party. Remember? This was like way back in the day. It was, I think
when he was like, in college and he invited to him.
Yeah. It was because I remember I had just moved to LA, so I like hadn't like I wasn't performing anything. No one even knew me. Yeah. But it was so funny because I saw you at that party, and of course I had stalked you. I was like a fan on social media. So I literally met you, and I was like texting my friends like, I just met Eshani Patel, and she was so nice to me, and now we're friends. And my friends were like, what? It was so crazy. Like I'm meeting someone in real life that you met on social media. I was like, oh my god! And then you were so nice right off the bat, and we became friends.
Oh, I'm glad.
But I will say, I encourage people to go to dance classes, whether you're a good dancer or not, because that's where I've actually met a lot of people, because like what they do is they create this environment that's so safe where you don't even need to be a good dancer. You can go, you can try, you don't even have to be recorded or anything, but you make friends, you get to meet the teachers. Yeah. A lot of events you go to, you can't, like even for comedy shows, you can't really meet like the comedians. There's so much red tape, but with these dance classes, everyone, when you go to an event, you remember like who you met, right? And the fact that they take the time to meet everyone that wants to take a photo and tell them like how they've inspired them or whatever. It's so cool to see that, and you feel that connection and it sticks with you. And that's when I moved to LA, I started going to a lot of dance classes, and that's kind of how I met like a lot of my friends who are like, I love the dancers.
Is there like an Indian scene out here in LA?
For dance?
For general.
I think it's scattered. I think it's more like event based, right? Of like, okay, if there is a specific event going on, then people gather. But like, since everyone's so spread out, right? You're driving so much in LA, it's so hard. There's like, it's not like New York, there's like places to go. You know exactly where to go to find the people. But here it's like, I think it's more of like, what event is going on? Okay, we're gonna like meet up at like a specific event in a specific location. Because also LA, you have to plan your whole day out based off of where you are.
Yeah,
I'm still figuring that out.
And everyone's so busy still. So even when we're talking about dance classes, to be honest, like LA is harder to teach in and get people to come out.
It's very hard.
Like I don't teach that often here. Like if I do, it's like smaller classes and then more like training vibes than like the big workshop, like fun like vibes. It's more when I travel, it's for that. But yeah, I think LA, there's just so many things going on, and everyone has their own stuff going on that it's hard to.
Yeah,
it's not.
And I know we all go and support everyone. Like I feel like all the events that we've met up at, we're supporting singers and actors and comedians and DJs and dancers and whatever. So it's so important to go and support people so that when it's your turn, then you know you'll.
Why is LA like that? Why do you think LA's harder?
I mean, okay, as someone coming from New York, very fresh, I've only been a year here. I think just the accessibility of New York.
I love how you guys sync. I love how you guys sync. You're sipping the coffee drinks at the same time. Like everything's choreography for you guys.
Like,
one and two and three,
talking, and the other one sips, and now you go.
Sorry, I mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I realized the juxtaposition of the two cities is because like with New York, it's small. New York is not that big in just terms of size, and everything just happens so like you just know where it's happening, and you can just get on a subway and go, right? Like you can be somewhere within like 20 to 30 minutes on average, give or take. Whereas here, I find out about an event if I even find out, and if I find out, I'm like, oh, that's like rarely far away. It's gonna take me at least like
or like prime traffic.
No one's going on the metro.
No one's going on the metro.
I live next to the metro, and everyone's like, don't go on the metro because it's real shady. So I'm like, not gonna do that. And everything's far, so you're just like, okay, my whole day is gonna revolve around this, and that is my day. And after that, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go to sleep, right? So I think that's the harder thing of like people have to pick and choose so much more here.
And a lot of planning.
Whereas,
it's like you can't just be spontaneous and be
Yeah.
like, ooh, let's just go. It's like, no, you
whereas
can't.
New York, you can do like 5 things in the matter of like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I had a really fun day.
And people are staying out later, right?
Yeah.
In New York, here, it's like everything's closing super early.
I don't think people realize how isolating LA can be. You spend a lot of time in your car
like
Yeah.
around
going to
here.
things. And
Yeah.
unless like you're doing a podcast, it's hard to see people on a daily basis
Yeah.
and you just hang out. Like
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I have like 2 or 3 really good friends, and for the most part, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Eshani's always like, if she comes up to around where we live,
Which is where the dance studios are.
Where
So
all
I'm
the
there.
dance studios are, right? So like either we go take class together, and then she'd be like, all right, or like I have some time before or after.
Yeah.
Can I just come hang out? I was like, please, I need to see people, right? Otherwise, you're just either just at home by yourself dancing in the mirror. I'm like, cool,
Yeah.
what's happening here? I'm like, can we just like let's just dance together? It's way more fun that
Yeah,
way.
or do work
or like let's go
together.
take a class together, or
Yeah.
just do work together.
Yeah.
Which is often hard to find other people that can do the same thing as you. When you're like, oh, you do your work, I'll do my work, but we can
Yeah.
at least like be in the same space. We feel like we're
Yeah.
doing some stuff together.
Yeah.
And that's harder to find, I think.
Yeah, and there's not that many people.
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can, like you're saying, like there's very few people who you just
Sure.
do that with here in LA because everything is so spread out. And then dance classes here too have to be so much later because of traffic.
Like 9 p.m.
So then even then you're like, oh,
9
am I too
p.m. so
tired to
late.
go? So you have to really get into the mentality to go at a 9
Yeah.
p.m. We all went to a 9 p.m.
We did. We did.
Are you from New England initially?
No, so I'm from Florida.
Okay, where in Florida?
South Florida, so a suburb of Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
So I grew up there. Then I went to school in Philly. Then I went to Boston.
Okay.
And then I moved here 2020.
Always so humble. I feel like she went.
You gotta tell them where you
she
went to
like,
school.
Wharton, UPenn,
I
and
went
Harvard.
to UPenn. I didn't go to Wharton, but
okay.
I was in the business school. But yeah, and then I went to Harvard. Yeah, for
went to
dental
Harvard.
school.
You know, I'm from New England, but it's such a vibe out there versus LA.
Yeah.
So I feel like I still feel like I'm from New Hampshire at heart.
Yeah,
Mm.
And it's hard sometimes for me to fit in LA sometimes because I can play the game, but it's not really, I don't want to play the game sometimes.
I feel that so much.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Give me
I
some advice.
Don't. No, I have the built-in excuse now of having a kid, so I'm like, oh, I gotta be home. My kid needs me, and even if she doesn't need me, I'm like, I just gotta be home, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think generally also like until I get comfortable with people I know or like become friends with people, I'm a little bit of an introvert that way. So
Really?
if I'm in a bigger group
I would not
setting-
see that at all. From
No,
you.
if I'm in a bigger group setting and I don't know people, I will stay to myself, right?
Yeah.
Or I'll find the one friend that I know and I'll just like be around that vicinity
Yeah.
and then I'll let that conversation go. But I have other friends who are just able to like walk. I think Priya's probably really good at this. Being like, nice to meet you. My name is Priya. Tell me your life story. I know it all, and I'm gonna go tell everyone else about you and hype you up, right? So she's very
It's
good.
great, though. That's what I feel
phenomenal.
like.
I would love to
I'm
do
pretty
that.
good.
comfortable
You guys
whenever
start-
you're at an event
Yeah.
because I feel
You
like
guys will
oh,
start paying me for PR.
we should.
honestly.
We should. We should. Once I get some money, I'll do that. Yeah.
I also feel like every event we've gone to, I just like brought like a different guy with me, and I've been like, "Yo, come here,
Yo, meet this guy. Yeah.
No questions asked from their end, whether it's a date or not. Come here, meet this guy. And this guy's like, hi, and I'm like, yeah, these are the best dancers in the world. The guy's like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. If I could just hire you as my PR person, I would.
I know.
Yeah. Let me know. I'm here.
Yeah. When I make it.
Yeah. No, I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You just let me know.
I'll message you. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. If you like this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Eshani, are you an introvert?
I feel like I'm a mix.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like, again, like I'm like with my close friends, it takes me time to even become close friends with people. And I don't like going to like big events where I like I just,
Small talk.
maybe I'm
I
an
hate
introvert.
small talk.
Small talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like small talk. I mean, I'll do it here and there. Like, honestly, I love meeting people just to like meet.
That's it.
But also, LA is a mix of people, right? Because like
Yeah.
these guys are really nice, but then you meet people that are just they're one way on social media, and then you meet them, and you're like, ugh, you know, like
How can you tell? I can't tell anymore.
you know the people that have like really big egos and then like treat you like they're superior to you and just have this air about them where I'm like, not my vibe. No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
sometimes you
So
can
I-
tell if someone's being
Yeah.
not themselves or fake.
Yeah,
or
I think
just
I'm a
like,
very
yeah.
vibe, like energy person. So like if I if I like feel your energy and vibe like right from the beginning, I feel like even if there's no like
It's
exact
natural, yeah.
reason, like then it just becomes like natural. I just feel like it's harder for me to match energies with a lot of
What's
people.
my energy?
Right now, like very chill, like calm, like
No,
calm.
like-
Yeah, like
We're gonna be
very, like-
friends. What is the vibe I got right away?
The melatonin's kicking in.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, but I also like it takes a few times for me to read energy, right? Too. So I definitely like it's not like I always like
Yeah.
can tell, but if it's like a no energy, then that's obvious. But like whether it's like a close friends type of thing for like a long term thing, those take time still for me either way.
I had a friend staying with me from India, and like I think generally most friends that I have from India, they all are very talkative or very good at talking, kind of like Priya, right? Which is like it's a good thing. Like people are good at talking. And then he was staying with us for a few days. We're driving in a car, and generally like in the car, sometimes I'm just thinking to myself while driving. So it's not necessarily about the person that's sitting next to me. I'm like, yeah, after a while, I'm like, and I've been with you for like 3 days.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep talking. Like sometimes you just sit and listen to music or just random thoughts. At one point he went, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he's like, "Did I do something?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You're so quiet." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean like, what? what more should I say? We've been together for like 3 days. I think you know my whole life story at this point." He's like, "Oh, I just thought like, he's like, I've never been around someone so quiet." I'm like, "Yeah, but I mean like, that just means I'm comfortable with you, right?
Yes,
If I can sit in silence with you, that means we're best buds, right?" And that's how kind of like Ali and I are together. Like there'd be car rides for like out, like if we're going on a long car ride, maybe like 2 hours where we don't talk. But that just, that's maybe like the little bit of the introvert in me. I'm like, if I don't need to say anything, I won't.
To go back to your question, I think because when I have to talk to people about this a lot, like I realize like our jobs or like our dance stuff, we're so social that by the time like I'm here for a weekend or I'm home, I just don't feel like doing anything. So like I don't know if it's like my personality or if it's just that like we get enough of that.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
we
you're
are
exerting a lot
like
of energy.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't realize it because it's such like an adrenaline. You're teaching like a big group of people. Then like you're talking, taking pictures. You're meeting so many new people in a short span of time, or you go on a brand trip, or you just like are doing that.
Yeah.
And then when you're here, just like, I don't want to go talk to people. Like, I just want to sit and watch TV and like go to sleep.
That's how I feel
like-
sometimes too. I mean,
That's how I feel.
I'm
I'm telling you.
We all feel the same.
Yeah.
I'm obviously an extrovert, but then I need my moments where I'm like, listen, I need to run in front of the TV. I don't want to talk to anybody. I need to just like gather my energy to go. But like, I will have my moments where I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary.
But I think as you get older too, your tolerance of people kind of lessens.
Oh my God, yes.
So I can't really deal with people if I don't vibe with them, or if like you like, if I don't trust you or some reason, whatever, like I'll just cut you. I'm like, I just can't. Life's too short at
life's
this
too
point.
short, yeah.
But when I was younger, I would deal with it. I was like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I should be nice. But I don't know. I feel like age kind of just reduces your tolerance levels.
Yeah.
I kind of love it. I'm like, all right, great. Now I don't have to like try. So
Yeah.
I'll try if it's like, if I really feel like we're connecting, then yes, let's really make this work and become friends. And you don't have to try then, right? But like with same thing as you get older, I'm like, I just don't want to. So I'm not going to try unless if it doesn't feel natural, we're moving on. you know?
Yeah. I mean, I used to like even not like that long, about like 4 or 5 years ago, like when I first started social media, I would like collab and dance with everyone, like every single person who like asked. And like, obviously I was just starting to grow then, so it made sense to do as well. But like, I also then would feel bad saying no whenever people asked. And then I was just like, realized at one point, it's just like, I don't enjoy doing each of these collabs anymore. I feel like I'm just doing it to do it. And then I just was like, I just want to dance with the, like, even though people now call it a little cliquey maybe, but like now I just like dancing with my friends, not because like I'm trying to be cliquey or anything like that, but just because like it's the energy. Like we're not dancing to dance. Like we're half the time we dance, we don't even plan it. We're just like hanging out. And then we're like, wait, I really like vibing to the song. Or like, do you want to, like, we've been trying to plan a collab for so long, but we haven't found a song we like. So it's not forced. But when we want to dance with your friends, it's like a very natural thing to do versus like when you have to plan it with people. And then I started saying no to a lot of people, and I think now I get asked less.
Well, I mean,
but like,
it's hard though, right? If you don't know somebody, and with dance, it's
And to
also like
create,
even if you know they're a phenomenal dancer, but if you don't know them personally, that barrier to like break through is a little bit harder because you also don't feel like you're overstepping their toes. Right? Be like, oh, but what if we do this? What if we do that? With friends and people you've gotten comfortable with, you're like, nah,
I don't like
nah,
that.
I don't like that. Let's scratch that, right? It's just so much more easier, and we know how we dance together, so we know each other's tendencies, and
you
it's more
respect each
fun.
other enough that like you don't feel like saying I don't like something means that I don't like your
It's
work.
not personal.
It's not but like with someone new or having to get to know someone, if you're half the time you end up with a product you don't love sometimes because you're you're kind of being like, yeah, like it's
Okay,
okay.
let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
No is a very powerful word. Like you have to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
your energy, like I always see it like a video game, like your energy level, you only have so much.
Yeah.
Like, I get hit up all the time for people who want to be on this podcast, and I don't respond sometimes because if I say no, then I seem like a dick.
Right.
But if I answer, then I've got to like go back and forth with them. So I'm just like, just better just like no answer is an answer.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Are you good at saying no to people, Priya?
I'm learning. Because I feel like in my 20s, I was definitely a people pleaser and went all out for everyone around me. But now, since I'm focusing more on myself and my work and my craft, you gotta say no. Because like I just don't have the time and the energy. And again, when you're just now more, I feel like driven in what I want to do and hanging out. I am a social butterfly, but you can't do it all. You have to sacrifice. So now no has become more common.
Well, you mentioned energy. Speaking of energy, I want to make a quick shout out to Dialogue for supplying us with these amazing drinks this awesome morning. I got the post-recovery smoothie. It is fantastic. Priya, what are you drinking?
The spiced chai latte, hot. It's very good.
You don't need any more caffeine, by the way.
I don't. I really don't. But this is so good.
I forgot the name, but it's a vanilla latte and it's delicious.
What is it? The Wish Me Luck?
Wish me luck. She knows. Wish me luck. Because I need it.
Eshani?
I got the spiced chai latte too.
Matching.
Matching.
Yeah, I love how you guys are matching together.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Libra, so I'm very indecisive. So
You're a
I just,
Libra.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm a Virgo.
Got
And
it.
What does that mean? What is a Virgo?
do you even go to LA if you don't know your signs?
Oh my God. When I
So-
moved here, Eshani
Yeah.
was like, you need to know your signs. Because that's what
You
people
know,
say. I'm
Mehta,
like,
if she's
what?
watching this, she would be so proud of me because I feel like she's taught me a lot of this.
So what's Virgo? I'm curious.
What I'm told a Virgo is. I mean, it does a lot, but there's
Good
different
at
parts.
choreography.
Yeah. But there's also, this is my like sun sign. There's also like rising and moon. So obviously those impact the stuff. Yeah. but the sun sign for Virgo, it is like a perfectionist, right? Like I feel like we're known for being like very like schedule oriented.
Well, you match your nails with your outfit, so I noticed that.
My nails are so bad right now. We should not be pointing this.
Okay.
We go to the same nail salon, by
I
the
thought
way.
you matched it purposely with your outfit.
No, this has been
'Cause
here
blue,
for like
blue.
3 weeks.
Just
See when they're
happened.
grown out like this?
Everyone,
You know
at,
I've had it for
everyone
a
at our
long
nail
time.
salon knows her because I ran into her once and I was talking to the lady. I was like, do you know who that is? I was like, that's an international world star. And
Yeah.
Shani's like, stop, don't say that. I was like, you got it, Shani, even tell the building. And now the lady will always ask. She's like, how's your friend? And was
Yeah,
like,
but
"She's
I
doing
had gone
great."
there for 2 years before, and they never remembered my face. They didn't know who I was, and then only that one time that she walked in, now they asked for me. But
I was like, get a photo.
Are you a brand sponsor for Sony? Is that a brand ambassador?
yes. I love Sony Electronics. I don't know what we're using right now. But
You're like, wait,
I love Sony Electronics. No, actually, I love them because they've. I've been with them this is my 3rd year with them.
Yeah.
And they've just I create videos for them, but I've also met such great people through them. Like they choose really really talented ambassadors, but like also everyone is a good person. Like really like down to earth, like sweet, and I've just like they take us on trips and like just like
They take you on trips? Awesome.
Yeah, I went to Japan with them. But they really care about the creative side of things. So like they let you take a lot of autonomy in like how you create stuff, and like music just naturally follows like what I do. So it's just like a very natural partnership. And then they've supported me so that I was able to like reduce my dental days because of them. Like I was able to like commit more to the creative path, and I don't think I would be able like creatively be doing what I was
really
doing.
cool opportunity.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
just to
I
see
don't
what
know.
you can
I was
do
very lucky. I
with
don't know
dance.
how they found me, but
So Shani's
but-
family gets free Sony Christmas gifts
No.
every year. Here you go, Sony
Can I get those
headphones.
speakers?
I mean, I keep the problem is once you get so many, then I'm like, now I need 5 headphones. Like I need the blue one, I need the blue, I need the
Yeah.
silver, I need I need like 10 speakers. I'm like, I need all the different sizes. Like
You make
before-
it look good too.
No, thanks. But like now, like I thought I only needed 1 speaker in my life, but now I like.
You need
Even
to
I actually like I'm not even saying like I think like 2 days ago I was like talking about how I love this new speaker that they have. But yeah, okay, that's enough.
No, I think it's really cool, especially because the space is still kind of new. So you're exploring new ways to make money and monetize it. As we
Yeah.
wrap up, like, what do you guys want to do, like, for your career, like as an end goal?
Oh, man, this question's always the hardest because I
Yeah.
feel like I'll
Do it in
just
30
never
seconds
end
or less.
With 30
because we
seconds or
gotta-
less. I think I'm getting to a point where I think I want to eventually start creating more of my own work. I've worked a lot more like growing up in like theater spaces or like live performances. So I want to get back more into that side of stuff too. And then I'm still very intrigued by like film and TV, right? So I still want to explore a little bit more, learn more about that because I haven't done that much enough. But I think that's kind of like I'll never like to say end goal because I feel like you can just do so many things, right?
Sure.
But these are the next few things I would love to explore to be able to just create my own work now instead of waiting or relying on somebody else to give me the work.
Smart.
I think kind of just going back to the way I started and just go from there and then see what happens.
What about you, Priya?
Definitely some kind of a special, and it doesn't have to be a comedy special. It'll be a special that kind of aligns with all of the things that I love, which is like a little bit of inspirational, a little bit of like personal storytelling and comedy. But I definitely see a special in the future for sure.
Eshani?
I definitely just want to be continuously creating whatever platform or medium that allows me to do that and monetize. Like, again, like touching like the film TV world would be great just because that's a bigger audience, a bigger space, like a lot more to play with creatively.
Sure.
Like just, yeah. But then if that also means just me creating my own opportunities, that's what I would continue to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah. As long as I can keep creating and be able to make a living is the goal. So whatever takes us there.
I know you guys don't need the plugs, but where can we find you on social media?
You can find me Mehta on Instagram and Priya.Mehta on TikTok.
You can find me at Rohit Gijare on Instagram and at Dancing Roti on TikTok and YouTube as well, at Rohit Gijare.
On Instagram and TikTok, you can find me at Ishpat, 2 H's. And then on YouTube, you can find me Ish Patel, also 2 H's still. Ishpat.
You want to plug your dentistry practice too? What we do?
Yeah, it's not my own practice. I work under people now. So when I have my own practice one day, guys, I'll come see me.
You can find me at Tarun Shetty. Please follow us at The ConvoSutra. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this episode, please forward this for a friend. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you next episode. Thanks so much, guys, for coming by.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.